a class that focuses on stretching out the lower back and also a little bit through the shoulders and the neck. So let's get started on our backs. Bring the feet to the mat about as wide as the mat, a little bit wider than the hips, and then lower yourself down onto the mat, and the knees kind of fall towards one another. Shoulders tucked down and away from the ear. Rest your hands on your low belly. Close the eyes or keep a soft gaze. And begin to pay attention to the sensations of the breath. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly underneath your hands. Feeling the sensation of the breath as it comes in through the nose. Filling up the chest and the belly. Notice where your body comes into contact with the mat. So your whole spine, because of the orientation of our legs, should be on the mat. Upper back, mid back, and lower back. Rooting down towards the earth. Staying here for just a couple more moments. And then gently begin to draw the left knee in towards the chest, using the hands, interlacing the hands around the knee or the shin, and then extend the right leg long, opening up through the right lower body, from mid-belly all the way down to the toes, opening up. And then gently draw the right knee in towards the chest, grabbing a hold of the right knee, extend the left leg long, opening up through the left lower body. And then draw the left leg back in towards the chest. Knees really hug in towards the chest. Just massage out the low back. Rocking from side to side, maybe making circles with the knees. And then switching directions, knees going the opposite direction. Bringing an awareness to your breath. Make sure that you have a steady and easy breath. Draw the knees back to center, finding a neutral position with the hips and the low back. And then begin to draw the knees over towards the right side of the mat. right hand can come to rest on top of the left thigh. Open the left arm long and begin to take your gaze over towards the left arm. If that's too much for your neck, you can keep the gaze facing up. Left shoulder should be rooted down onto the mat, so not lifting up at all. And if it is lifting up at all, take the twist a little bit lighter by bringing the knees away from the chest. Noticing the breath here. Feeling a connection from the outer left hip up to the left shoulder. Gently draw the top knee back through center first. The bottom knee will follow. Rock side to side just to level out the hips. Then this time extend the right leg long on the mat. With the right hand on the left knee, guide the leg over towards the right. Open up the left arm again. So just a different variation of a supine twist with one leg instead of the two. Stretching through the outer left hip as well as the lower back. And then gently draw the left knee back through center. Right knee hugs in towards the chest to join the left, rocking side to side. And then begin to draw the knees over towards the left, opening up the right arm long. Gaze can go over towards the right or stay looking up towards the ceiling or the sky. And gently draw the top knee first, back through center. The bottom knee will naturally kind of follow. Find an evenness back through your hips, rocking from side to side. And extend the left leg long. Right knee begins to cross over the body, coming back into a twist. Gaze can go out over towards the right or stay up towards the sky. Gently begin to draw the right knee back through center. Draw the left knee in to join. Take a happy baby. Arms reach between the legs, grabbing a hold of the ankles or the feet. Send the feet up towards the sky, opening up through the knees and the hips. Gently rock to the right and to the left. And then release the feet. Bring the knees together. Extend the legs up long towards the sky. Flex into the feet. Hands can rest gently along the hamstrings or the backs of the knees to support the legs. Flexing the toes towards the feet. So feet are active. Toes pointing towards the face. And then point the toes, release the hands by your side. The arms press into the mat and the hands and fingertips press into the mat. Begin to lift the hips up off the mat and then bring the legs forward, coming up, kind of rocking up into a seat. Arriving in a seat, come to cross-legged. And then bring the right hand to the left knee. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Exhale, hands lands just behind the low back and the glutes. So without reaching too far behind, bring the hand really close to the low back, and there can be a little bend in the elbow to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears, long through the spine, twisting through the low back, a little bit through the mid back and the upper back. And then gently release the chin down towards the left shoulder. It won't reach all the way, but just opening up through the right side of the neck. Gently begin to release the chin down towards the chest. So long through the back of the neck and the shoulders. Keeping the neck as is, bring the left hand to the right knee. Inhale, extend the right arm up to twist and open on the other side. Gently begin to bring the chin towards the left shoulder again. So chin towards left shoulder, opening up through the right side of the neck again. And then gently draw the chin through the center towards the left side of the neck, or sorry, towards the right shoulder to stretch the left side of the neck. Gently draw the chin back through center, opening up through the upper shoulders and neck. And then gently walk the hands back through center and draw the chin away from the chest. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. Release the right leg long, left foot stays hugging in, face towards the extended right leg. So torso kind of rotates to face towards the extended leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, left hand lands on the outside of that right extended leg. And then gently draw your upper body towards the right extended leg. Forehead rests down towards the knee. It doesn't matter how deeply you fold. What matters is that your hips, especially your left hip, stay rooted down on the mat. Really release the head and the neck fully. So notice if you're holding on to any tension through the neck. See if you can relax the chin down towards the chest to release more fully into the stretch for just a couple more cycles of breath. Using the breath to deepen through the stretch. And then turning the hands to frame the foot around the extended leg. So hands on either side of the right leg. Inch by inch, press in to the hands and inch by inch, draw the upper body back up to center. Bring the right foot in to join the left foot, opening up through the knees. Bring the hands around the feet. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows to fold forward, releasing the head and the neck, the shoulders down and away from the ears. Gently turn the fingertips down towards the ground to lift up through center. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears and gently back and down. Keep the right foot hugged in, left leg extends, facing the upper body towards the left extended leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge down and forward. Right hand this time comes on the outside of the left extended leg. Anywhere that it lands, just gently drawing your upper body down towards your lower body. Using your breath, deep breath in, deep breath out. Draw the chin towards the chest, really opening up through the neck and the shoulders, the upper back, the mid back, and the lower back. Keeping that right hip rooted down towards the earth. Holding any amount deeper for the last few moments. And then gently turn the hands towards the ground. Feel the whole, each hand on either side of the leg, and then inch by inch, press into the hands to draw the upper body back up to seated. Draw the left foot in to join the right, coming into butterfly legs. Hands wrap around the feet. Inhale to open through the chest. Exhale, hinge at the elbows to draw the head, the neck, the upper back. Rounding through the spine, rooting down through the hips. Opening up through the back body.
Yeah.
Gently draw the fingertips facing down towards the ground to press into the fingertips and draw the upper body up. Bring the knees together. Bring the legs behind to come to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread really wide through the fingers. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Find downward facing dog. Long through the spine, bend into one knee, bend into the other, lifting the hips up and back. Walk the feet in about 1 foot, so about the size of your foot. Walk in towards the hands, and then bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg. And begin to look underneath the left armpit, opening up through the backs of the legs, lifting the hips up and back. Gentle twist through the torso. And then release that side to switch sides. Left hand to right outer leg, looking underneath the right arm. And then gently release back to center. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Heart looks forward, opening up, flat back. Hands press into the shins. One line of energy from the tail to the crown of the head. And then gently melt back towards the legs, opening up through the backs of the legs, the low back, the mid back, the upper back, and then draw the chin down towards the chest so that the crown of the head points down towards the ground. Big breath in, big breath out. Gently release the hands down to the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to get there. Walk the hands out and then gently release the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Bring the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. Sink the hips back and find child's pose. Forehead finds the mat. Pressing down into the knees, hips draw back. Forehead roots down into the ground. Spine stays long. Opening up through the lower back. And then gently begin to shift the weight forward. Bring the knees back together, sink the hips towards the heels. Bring the legs out to the front space. Feet plant on the mat. And then begin to round and scoop the belly out by rounding through the spine. Open up the arms, press the fingertips towards the front space, and lower down, lower back, mid back, and upper back. Tuck the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then for this Shavasana, we'll actually come back to where we started. So walk the feet about as wide as the mat or just wider than the hips so that the whole lower back comes into contact with the mat. Bring the knees together, hands rest on the belly. Close the eyes. Taking a deep breath in to arrive. Deep breath out. Feel the whole back body resting on the mat. The soles of the feet. The low back. The mid back. And the upper back. The back of the head. Feel the front body as your shoulder blades draw together at the back and your chest lifts up. With an ease of breath and a restful body for the last few moments of the practice in Shavasana. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee into the chest, the other knee into the chest. Gently rock from side to side, massaging out the low back. And then bringing the feet back down onto the mat. Draw the hips over to the left, just about an inch or so. Bring the right hand behind the nape of the neck to use as a pillow as you roll over onto the right side. Left hand roots down into the mat. Left leg extends long as you lift up into a seat. Coming to cross legs. Draw the shoulders back in space, chin back in space to lengthen the back of the neck. Closing the practice with a deep inhale in. Full exhale out. Bring the hands to heart center. May any goodness from this yoga practice resonate out to all beings everywhere. Namaste.